Ladies and gentlemen, please rise. Joe and Stu, please join us. Okay. So, well, please, ladies and gentlemen, you may be seated. So, welcome, and I greet you to the beautiful moment of today's wedding vow renewal celebration between Joe and Stu. On behalf of Joe and Stu, I welcome you. They both thank you for being here this afternoon, for taking the time and for making the journey, and for all the effort that it takes, not only to be part of this day, but to be part of each other's lives. Joe and Stu have invited you here to this beautiful place to show you a glimpse of an important piece of their love. Joe and Stu want to start today's ceremony with a few words to each other.
I'm up first. First, I want to thank everybody for coming here because you mean so much to us, and thank everybody who helped with this, and thank you, Wilma. It's been 11 wonderful years. It started in one desert in Palmdale. We got married in another desert 11 years ago in Las Vegas, and now we're in a third desert. It wouldn't be Stu if he didn't tell a funny story, so I'm going to. Joe and I, when we first met, we're both going through very ugly divorces, very, very ugly divorces. Very, very, very ugly. when we got together, Joe moved back to California from Arizona to get away from her now ex, and she moved in with her parents. And the second night Joe and I went out, I drove her back to her folks' house, and she said, "Today's my dad's birthday. Would you like to come in the house and have a piece of birthday cake?" Being shy, quiet, and introverted, I said, "Of course." I said, "How old is your dad? I'll mess with him." She said, "We don't want to go there." I said, "How the hell old is your dad?" She said, "1 year and 2 weeks older than you." I had 2 words. There are no kids here. Those words were "oh shit." He and I hit it off because he was also into classic cars. Long story short, that was the start of an amazing journey. In 11 years, we have not had an argument. Neither has raised their voice to the other, and that's because I'm so easy to live with.
Yeah.
That's not funny. One of the many things that's brought us so close together, and this is still tough for me. Several years ago, I had a very serious TIA stroke. I lost a couple of days. I didn't know Joe, and Joe slept in the hospital to be near me. And that's just one of the many things that's brought us so close. We share a lot of things in common, and yet Joe's got her business, which I helped push her into because she was afraid to give it a shot. Joe pushed me into writing the book, and it's now 2 and a third with the editor. And I will be making money on those books, believe it or not. It's doing well. It's been an amazing 11 years. I could not love you anymore. I couldn't love you anymore. Like I said in the letter I wrote you yesterday, when we walk and you walk in front of me, it's only partially because of the age difference. The other part of that is I still love looking at your ass. I love you, babe.
No kissing yet.
You're not supposed to make me cry today.
I know, thanks, we're all crying.
You're up.
See, now how am I supposed to follow that?
That's right.
You know, I can't.
Just say ditto.
It has been an amazing 11 years, and we've had an awesome journey. We've had our ups and downs in the beginning, you know, like everybody does, but we have had more ups than we've had downs. And I look forward to many more years to our journey and to where it's going to take us. You know, the future is ours, and I can't follow what you said though, but you know, God puts people in our lives, sometimes temporarily, sometimes permanently, and I thank God every day that He put you in my life permanently.
I love you.
Love you forever and a year.
I love
Beautiful.
you. Again, you're so special to us, and that's why you're here. And I am so glad that you could be here and just want to have just a fun rest of the day. So enjoy. Do not forget, please, as Wilma said, to sign the picture because we want that. And thank you.
That's at the end of the bar.
Yeah.
Thank you.
We have lots of yummy food too.
Stay away from the cowboy pasta, that's mine.
Okay, so I had an opportunity to sit down with Joe and Stu a few weeks ago and to ask them to reflect with me on the past 11 years of their lives together. So I've done many funerals, baptisms, weddings, and this is the first time I'm doing a wedding renewal vow, so I wanted to really meet with them and get the essence of what brought them here. I wanted a glimpse into their marriage so that I would be able to share that with everyone today. So here we go. Dear Joe and Stu, on your wedding day 11 years ago, you both made a choice. It was the most important and significant choice of your life, and you made it after a great deal of consideration. You were not each other's first, but you both know now that you will be each other's last. Stu told me they both had an opportunity to have a practice marriage before this one. On that day, 11 years ago, you chose each other to be husband and wife. Your lives were affected by the ebbs and the flows of changes, other lives and events, and there were many times when you could have chosen to go into a different direction, but neither one of you did. The reason was simple. You elected to stay with each other, not because you felt obligated to meet your needs, but because you continued to meet each other's needs. You lived with each other, not because of a legal document that says you are Stu's wife or you are Joe's husband, but because in your hearts of hearts, you wanted to be by each other's side more than you wanted to be anywhere else. Though you've had your struggles, your love has been strong enough to conquer it all. You dried each other's tears, you applauded each other's successes, and for 11 years you have lived and loved. You made every day on earth a day worth waking up for to each other. And there's no greater feeling than to have your best friend on your side every day. Today we're here with all of us to celebrate the memory of all those years. For you have given your heart, your soul, your body and your mind every second of every day of the past 11 years to each other. Our wish for you today is that as you say your renewals, your love will once again say, I do, knowing and continuing that you are both each other's world and your everything. So, Joe and Stu accept a meaningful task in taking on today's renewal of their wedding vows. And on their behalf and on behalf of those of you here, I thank you. With this in mind, I ask that all their families and friends to take this man Stu and this woman Joe as your brother, sister, friend, dearly and beloved. May the miracle of this marriage continue and to extend throughout their entire family and friends. And as of this ceremony, may all of us please only speak a beautiful, encouraging words to them so that it might bless and protect the holiness of this bond. Can I hear an amen?
Amen.
I can't hear you.
Amen.
There we go. So at this time, we have a special reading by Joe's sister Billy. So Billy, please come up here. And there you go.
No, what do I do?
All right. Please hold hands while I read this to you guys. So as you all know, that I am Joe's sister and Stu's sister-in-law. Love them to death since we moved here to Sierra Vista. They have helped us out so much, and we absolutely love and adore them for that. They've kind of been our rocks since Jeff and I have been here. So we greatly appreciate that, and we love you guys. So here's a little saying for you. All right. Love each other from this day forward. These hands that you hold tomorrow and the next day and into the next decade. These are the hands that will work alongside yours as you build your life together. The hands that will touch you with love and tenderness through the years. And the hands that will comfort you like no others can. These are the hands that will hold you through grief, fear, and hardship. These are the hands that will wipe tears of joy and sorrow from your eyes, and the hands that will tenderly hold your heart. These are the hands that will hold your family together and will give you strength when you need it. These are the hands that, when wrinkled and spotted with age, will still be reaching for yours. Remember to always reach out and hold each other's hands. I love you.
I love you too.
Thank you. Thank you.
So now we're going to this for a second because you guys are going to hold each other's hands. So Joe and Stu, let's renew your vows and promises to each other. So Joe, please take Stu's hands, which you've done, and repeat after me. Stu, I give to you my promise
I give to you my promise
that from this day forward
that from this day forward,
you shall not walk alone.
you shall not walk alone.
May my heart be your shelter,
May my heart be your shelter,
and my arms be your home.
and my arms be your home.
May God bless you always.
May God bless you always.
May we continue to walk together through all things.
May we continue to walk together through all things.
May you feel deeply loved,
May you feel deeply loved,
for indeed you are.
for indeed you are.
May you always see your innocence in my eyes.
May you always see your innocence in my eyes.
I give you my heart.
I give you my heart.
I have no greater gift to give.
I have no greater gift to give.
I promise I shall do my best.
I promise I shall do my best.
I feel so honored to call you husband.
I feel so honored to call you husband.
I feel so blessed to call you mine.
I feel so blessed to call you mine.
May we feel this joy forever.
May we feel this joy forever.
I thank God
Thank God,
and I thank you.
and I thank you.
Amen.
Amen.
Amen. Stu, please take Joe's hand and repeat after me.
Stu,
Joe, I give you my promise
Joe, I give you my promise
that from this day forward,
that from this day forward,
you shall not walk alone.
you shall not walk alone.
May my heart be your shelter,
My heart be your shelter,
and my arms be your home.
and my arms be your home.
May God bless you always.
May God bless you always.
May we continue to walk
May we continue to walk
together through all things.
together through all things.
May you feel deeply loved,
May you feel deeply loved,
for indeed you are.
for indeed you are.
May you always see
May you always be
your innocence in my eyes.
your innocence in my eyes.
I give you my heart.
I give you my heart.
I have no greater gift to give.
I have no greater gift to give.
I promise I shall do my best.
I promise I shall do my best.
I feel so honored to call you wife.
I feel so honored to call you wife.
I feel so blessed to call you mine.
I feel so blessed to call you mine.
And may we feel this joy forever.
And may we feel this joy forever.
I thank God
I thank God
and I thank you.
and I thank you.
Amen.
Amen. Now do I get a kiss?
no,
Not yet.
back to your spot.
We have to recite that.
I remind you that the God who brought you together and nurtured your marriage was the key to your success as a married couple. May you continue to allow in your marriage the presence of God, who shall guide your thinking and bless your home. Call on Him consistently and often. So I would like all of you please to pray with me. Dear God, please, you just don't have to repeat this too long. Please bless this couple, bless their marriage as they continue their journey down the road of life together. We don't know what lies ahead for the roads and turns and the bends, but help them to make the best of whatever comes their way. Help them to continue to enjoy each other as they did when they first met. Help them to realize that nothing or no one is perfect and to look for the good in all things and all the people, including themselves. Help them to respect each other's likes and dislikes, opinions and beliefs, hopes and dreams and fears, even though they may not always understand them. Help them to learn from each other and to help each other to grow mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. Help them to realize that no matter what happens to them, they will hold on to each other and know that things have a way of working out for the good. But most of all, dear God, help them to keep lit the torch of love that they share so strongly now, so that by their loving example, they may pass on the light of love to all of us present here. Amen. Amen. At this time, Joe and Stu will share a special custom with each other, and we will have a sand ceremony. So, the sand ceremony involves a symbolic blending of two different colored sands into a single vessel. So the meaning is very clear. The blending of two different beings, you go ahead, the bride and the groom, into a single inseparable unit that is their marriage. The continued joining of their lives. So Stu and Joe have just renewed their marriage vows, and this is a pledge between both of you as you agree that you will continue to commit yourselves to one another throughout the rest of your lives. Today, your wedding renewal vows are also symbolized through the pouring of these two individual containers of sand. One represents Stu, and one represents Joe, all that you were, and all that you are, and all that you will ever be. So, you come back over here. Still, can't kiss her yet. Yeah. I'm stretching this a little bit. So, and as these two containers of the sand were poured into the third container, the individual containers of sand will no longer exist, but they will be joined together as one. Just as these grains of sand can never be separated, our prayer for you today is that your lives together will be blended like the seven seas, and may your love swirl around each other like the changing tides. Joe, will you take this man Stu to be your lawful wedded husband, to love him, to honor and to respect him, nurture and sustain him through times of darkness as well as light, henceforth and forevermore?
I still do.
Do you promise that times of trouble will not deter you or tempt you to forsake this love?
Yes, I still do.
Do you vow fiercely to love Stu in all his forms now and forever?
I still do.
Do you promise to never forget that this is a once-in-a-lifetime love?
I still do.
And do you commit before God to honor this vow until all your days?
Forever and a year.
Stu, will you continue to take this woman, Joe, to be your lawful wedded wife, to deeply love her and cherish her, honor and sustain her through times of darkness as well as light, henceforth and forevermore?
Absolutely.
Do you promise that times of trouble will not deter you or tempt you to forsake this love?
I do.
Do you vow to fiercely love Joe in all her forms now and forever?
Always.
Do
And
you,
forever.
do you promise to never forget that this is a once-in-a-lifetime love?
I promise I will never forget that.
And now, Joe and Stu, by the authority vested in me by the state of Arizona, but much more important, by the authority vested in me by the fact that I believe in the power of your agreement this day, the look of love in your eyes, and the seriousness with which you have made this commitment again, and because I believe my faith is shared by others gathered here, it is my honor and my delight to now pronounce you henceforth from this moment to continue your lives together as husband and wife. You may kiss your bride. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. and Mrs. Cannold. Congratulations. You guys are doing it easy. Off to the saloon, guys. Follow the couple.
It's
Always
lunchtime.
find this.
Ladies and gentlemen, please share with me a hand clasp for our wonderful wedding couple, Mr. and Mrs. Joe and Sue Cannold. Go ahead and take your honor seat. So, although I've said, if I have your attention please, thank you. Although I've made the announcement that at 12:30, we're going to say some fun words. Well, that rule has been changed because I'm looking at this rule and I'm like, no, it's coming down. Okay, so I'm going to start and then I hope everybody else will join me. I said Bobby volunteered to be after me. Congratulations, amazing. My words of advice are really a question because when I met with you guys and you said we haven't had a fight for 11 years,
We can start.
I went to Dave and I said, what is it that these people have that you and I don't have? Because we're anywhere between 11 minutes and 11 hours. So my advice to you would be, please continue this. God's blessing to both of you, lots of health and love, and have fun. Thank you. Who's next?
Thank you.
Don't make me come to and get you up. Come on up. You have to stand right here, please. No, you have to stand here. Now, the photographer.
He's gonna come.
That's good. Oh, he said now it's okay. Go ahead. Here's your moment of fame.
We wish you all the miracles that we've had. And God has blessed us because of Lauren's health from ground zero. He's living beyond anything anybody, any doctor expected. And we wish you the same blessing from the hand of God. You know how they always say, if it ain't broken, don't fix it? Whatever you're doing is working. You're a great spiritual example to us. And may you have a very healthy and long life as health is wealth.
Thank you.
Thank you for having us here.
Thank you.
I'll
Thank
add
you
one-
for
I'll
being
add-
here.
I'll add one thing. It is such a privilege and such an honor to be invited to share this with you. I think I speak for everyone in the room, for that again. But I'm reminded of something on a humorous note, and I'll tell you where I read it afterwards, but I can't remember the paragraph exactly, but it says, for a relationship like this to work, compromise is necessary. And whatever it takes, you need to compromise. And guess who has to compromise still? You have to compromise. And funny thing is,
say nice things.
but the funny thing is, in this setting and knowing you, I have to tell you where that came from. It was not about a relationship with people. It was about getting used to your backup gun as opposed to your main gun.
Love it.
So, what can I say? Congratulations, guys.
Thank you for being here.
You know, I was slapped if I don't say something, so maybe I'll come get right.
Wilma dragged us up there.
Do you guys want some water or something to drink?
I'm good right now.
Throw it out. Joe and Stu. So Joe, I've lived away from you for, seems like forever, but finally we're in the same town. And, you know, really, I know you guys have been together so long, but this is really a chance for us to get to know Stu and love him even more. And finally, thank you for inviting us to one of your renewals. Just kidding, I know before it was all just, we lived so far apart, so that was okay. But we love you guys so much, and I'm so glad that we got to be part of this day. I'm so glad that we live near each other, we can see each other whenever we want, and we're good. I love you guys.
I love you guys
Thank you,
too.
I love you too.
And thank you so much for everything you did. If nobody doesn't know, Billy's my baby sister.
I'm the baby.
Baby.
All of our sisters.
And baby is always in the corner, as you can tell.
Always in the corner.
All right, congratulations. Thank you for being a part of our lives. And the advice that I have for you, do it with your cowboy boots on and your cowboy hat.
But remember, never squat with your spurs on.
And I'm very happy that you're coming to our lives. Of course, we met you through Bob. And I think you've been reached us. Love you.
My favorite hairdresser.
Joe, I'd love to give you some pearls of wisdom, but I have none. I'm gonna give you the best wishes from the bottom of my heart. It's an honor to know you both. It's an honor to be in your lives. It's an honor to be here today. May God bless you, give you many, many years of happiness.
Thanks,
Thank you.
Tom. I'm so glad you made it.
I just want to, Sarah, I want to mention one thing. The other person who was instrumental in twisting my arm to write that book and get it out, and then the sequel was Tom. I just didn't want to do it. It was fear between Tom and Joe. They twisted
Fear?
it all down. Thank you. I'm so glad you're here, buddy. I'm glad
And you have a cool shirt, Tom.
Thank you.
Joe and Stu, it's funny, I've known Joe longer than we thought we knew each other. We met, what, 20-some years ago?
Yeah.
Was it that long ago?
Yes. I was actually married to my ex-husband at the time when we met.
Yes.
You married before?
So I bring to the table, first of all, thank you both for inviting us. It was really an honor when you did. We hold you guys in high esteem, we really do. And so it's really an honor to be here. And so Joe's ex-husband I did meet, and I have to tell you, she paid the price to get this wonderful man that she's got right now.
Can I get that on ring?
Yes. It's on tape. So, words of wisdom, I don't know. I hold you guys up to the standard that I would like to have with our marriage. I love what you said about 11 minutes and what was the years, 11 minutes, 11 hours. I can't say that we've never had an argument in 27 years. Boy, I wish I could. But whatever you got, I want. And if you're willing to counsel, that'd be nice. But anyway, congratulations. Keep doing what you're doing. It's obviously working. I love what Stu has taught me. He's got this saying. He says, I do the footwork and my God does the rest. And God's always sitting here on my shoulder. And I believe also the reason to have a great marriage is that spiritual commitment. And that is very inspiring. And we just both love you so much. And thank you again for inviting us.
So glad you guys made it.
I'm glad that you invited us. I'm really appreciative. I haven't known Stu very long, but I hope that I can be someone somewhat like you in a lot of different ways, and that's why I listen to what you have to say. Even though we're pretty close to the same age, you have really a lot of wisdom, and I'm just really thrilled about that. And thank you so much for inviting us, guys. And like you say, forever and ever. Thank you.
Thank you.
When I met Mary Ann, we lived in a very small town in Ashfork, Arizona. So what are the odds that you go from one small town in Ashfork in northern Arizona and you come down to southern Arizona and Sierra Vista and our paths cross again?
So Joe and Stu, I've heard other speakers before us, and I have to say that if there's words of wisdom or advice, I kind of don't have any because you seem to be doing all the right things. You've been together for 11 years, you're married, but you knew each other prior to that, so it's 11 plus. Stu, you have an amazing wife. She and I have become amazing friends, and so I am really blessed to have you in my life and to call you my friend. And I have to tell you that for something as special as this, I am honored that you invited us to share this special day with you. So you both are wonderful people. I love you, and I just wish you continued happiness through all the rest of your years.
Thanks. I couldn't spend my day without you, Gloria.
We have a lot in common. We've just celebrated our 10th anniversary last year. It'll be 11 years in June. Huh? Is it this year?
It was this June.
Oh, you're both. Good night, folks.
We had to go out for a minute. Anyway, I know Joe, through her acquaintance with Gloria, you guys are pretty close. I met Stu, not for too long, but I really like the guy. He's talking my kind of politics. And it's strange, but we're at the same situation. I'm a little bit older than her.
Just a little, I know.
But I know the feeling, and she's put up with me, and we have the same feelings towards you guys. And thank you for getting to know you, and it's a pleasure to have you as friends. So thank you.
Thank you.
All right.
And LT.
Oh yes, can't forget LT, huh? Because LT loves that.
Okay.
Well, I guess that means I have to. You better.
Yeah. She has spoken.
Stu and Joe, we love you so much.
We haven't known you that long, but I feel like we've known you forever. Every time we're around you, I learn something new, and I'm so honored that you invited us to be here with you to celebrate today. And whatever you're doing, I have no advice for you. Keep doing it. So,
Congratulations and thank you for having me.
We love you. Hey, I have to have my peeps with me.
Yeah.
Got to at least have my leadership, right? Yeah, like my VP and my secretary, treasurer here.
Anybody else?
Yeah.
Yes, please.
Yeah, like everybody said, it's an honor to be here. It's a joy, actually, you know, listening to you guys repeat your vows and all that. It takes all of us back, you know, from that time when we took those vows. And the only advice I have, seems like you're doing everything right. The only advice I have is that, like firearm skills, they are a perishable skill. So marriage too, so I have to work on it, but you guys are working on it, and it all works in the end. Anyways, thanks.
Thank you for being here. For those of you who don't know, Bud is my shooting instructor and range master and qualifies for him. Thank you, Bud. One heck of a friend. Thank you.
Goes both ways. Nice to know you too, Joe.
Thank you.
Only met you once ever.
Yes.
We wanted to say something.
I'm just going to close this, then it's.
They want us,
So, on behalf of everybody, again, thank you for being here. Thank you for sharing your words of advice and wisdom, and I think everybody here will agree with me that you two serve as an example to all of us for great marriage. So, thank you.
Well, it's over here. I ain't going down. I would like to thank everybody for coming. Each and every one of you are very special to us. And it means, I think, more to us than to you to have you here to share our special day with us. Guys, everybody's made me cry today.
we're all crybabies
I
today.
don't know, because each one of you have a special place in my heart. And I really want to thank Debbie and Renee. They did a fabulous job decorating the home. I was not going to do any of this, but you know, they decided to surprise me and they did all this for me. So, and I'm telling you, anybody get a haircut, Debbie's the lady. And Wilma, you did an awesome job on this.
Thank you.
Yes.
Beautiful.
I think you did. You outdid yourself. You did more than what I expected.
Thank you.
And I just thank each and every one of you. You're very dear to me.
I can't say it anymore, Joe. I want to thank everybody for coming. As I said in the chapel, you're very special to us. Otherwise, we wouldn't have asked you to come here. I promise you, I will never, never forget this day. Thanks for the decorations and all you've done. Wilma, I can't tell you how awesome and how touching that was. No, seriously, it was. Joe and I have tried to do this every year. We haven't done it every year, although we tried. One year was a cruise to Hawaii. We got married on the ship. 2 years ago, before COVID, I think it was Tombstone, right? But this just, to me, outdid them all because you're